Alright, first and foremost, I want to give all praises and glory unto Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Harakak, Kodash. Double and honors unto the apostles and the elders of great medicine that surely do well. Peace and blessings unto the men that push this wood, unto the brothers that push this wood day in and day out. And that sang cried through the four corners of the earth. This is Matsana from Trinidad Camp, West. Coming to the Spirit of the Lord to do a video, for edification. I try my best not to make this video too long, but to keep it straight to the point, and effective and edifying, This video gonna be a quick lesson on praying, constantly, and when you're praying, make sure that you're not praying inconsistently, or you're not praying for madness, the main point is to continue in prayer always, continue praying, never stop praying. You understand? So I'm just start with this precept here. James 5 verse 16, it says, confess your faults one to another and pray one for another that he may be healed. Understand? It says confess your faults one to another and admit your faults. Come out and bring all them thing. That would the Lord love. A man to par away his pride, and admit that he wrong and repent. Understand? Turn back to the Lord. It says and pray one for another that he may be healed. So you ought to be praying for brothers as well. Not just praying for yourself. Praying for brothers, so that, pray and ask the Lord to give brothers strength, give brothers faith, give brothers courage, give brothers show brothers mercy, and give them the spirit to endure the fight, to withstand the temptations that come in the way. It says the effectual fervent prayer of a righteous man availeth much. And it says the effectual fervent prayer means have an effect or valid, or producing, as the dictionary says, producing a desired result. Understand? So it's effectual because it's fervent. Now when you look up the word fervent, it means hot. It says suck. The quick code is energy, basically energy. It says to be operative, be at work, to put forth power, to work for one, aid one, effect, to display one's activity, show oneself operative. Well, that is effectual. I'm gonna go back to the word fervent. It says come from Old Latin, fervent, which means boiling or hot. It says having or displaying a passionate intensity. So for something to be hot, in chemistry, for something to be hot, or for something to be hot, it must have energy. It must always have energy. The molecules in it must always be vibrating for something to remain hot. Anytime it remains cold, anytime something becomes cold, it's because there is no energy in it. There is no potential energy. There is no kinetic energy in it. So there is no kinetic energy in it. You understand? Meaning it's not moving at all. It doesn't have any work in it. So if the scriptures talk about the effectual fervent prayer of the righteous, meaning you're displaying a sort of enthusiasm in your prayer, and that enthusiasm is not making your prayer one long ass prayer. It means you're sincere about what you're praying for, one. And number two, you're consistent in your prayer. You understand? I'm sure that just now. So it says the effectual fervent prayer of a righteous man availeth for much. You understand? It says Luke 18:1. It says, and he spake a parable unto them to this end, that men ought always to pray and not to faint. So what it means is he bring this parable to show them why men always had to pray and not to give up. You understand? It's saying verse 2 saying, there was in a city a judge which feared not God, neither regarded men. So in other words, this was a proud judge, a judge that really do not care about anyone. He don't fear the Most High, neither he have respect for men. Understand? It says, and there was a widow in that city, and she came unto him, saying, avenge me of mine adversary. And he would not for a while. But afterward he said within himself, though I fear not God, nor regard man, yet because this widow troubleth me, I will avenge her, lest by her continual coming she weary me. So he's saying in mind that, hey, let me give her a just cause. Let me seek out a matter and avenge her. And the Lord bring this parable with a wicked man to show that, hey, eventually he'll get fed up at continual coming of the widow. Now it's the same thing with the Lord. You keep on praying for something, eventually the Lord gonna bless you with it. Understand? But the Lord had to see that you're serious. You don't just go and pray once, and think miracles and everything, all the blessings and everything supposed to go away. No, it don't work like that. You understand? Or it could even work like that. You could in a tight spot and you pray for something and boom, immediately it come your way. You understand? But for the most part, it don't always happen like that. It always happen. You say a prayer and boom, immediately you get where you need it right away, or you get where you want it right away. So the Lord bring this parable here to show that you had to continue praying. Eventually he would hear you. He being the righteous judge, eventually he would hear you. It says, and the Lord said, hear what the unjust judge saith, and shall not the Most High avenge his own elect, which cry day and night unto him? Because we cry day and night unto the Lord. So you say, if the unjust judge could avenge that woman, you think the Most High will avenge his own elect, which crying day and night, which sign and crying day and night unto him, though he be along with them? I tell you that he will avenge them speedily. He says speedily. Now to we it might look like a long time, but to him, he doing it quickly. Because to him, no time ain't really passed yet. You understand? It's years for us, but it's merely hours for him, or days. You understand? It says, nevertheless, when the Son of Man cometh, shall he find faith on the earth? Yeah, so the Lord showing you always had to be praying. The effectual fervent prayer of the righteous availeth much. So your prayer had to be consistent. You had to be persistent in making your supplications known. You understand? 1 Thessalonians 5 verse verse 9, verse 17, it says, Pray without ceasing. Pray without ceasing. And to pray without ceasing, the word cease means to stop. So it's telling you is that, always be praying, always be praying, always be praying, always be in prayer. Because the times ahead dark. So always have to be praying, always have to be praying and asking the Most High to strengthen you, to give faith, to add to your faith, to add to your wisdom, to add to your understanding. Because the scriptures did say that wisdom and knowledge shall be the stability of the times, like the times ahead. I'd ask the Lord for faith to continue believing. Always add to your faith. You always have to be doing these things, because if you ain't prep yourself now, you will be able to prep yourself during the storm. You'll be able to, if you ain't build up that house now, that strong tower now, in the storm you wouldn't be able to do it. You understand? How will you say? How about what you saying? If you fail to prepare, you prepare to fail. And that is why the Lord emphasized on fasting and praying. You always gotta be praying, always gotta be praying. You understand? Romans 12 verse 11 says, not slothful in business, fervent in spirit, serving the Lord, rejoicing in hope, patient in tribulation, and continuing instant in prayer. You understand? Continuing instant in prayer. Yes, you always have to be in prayer. You had to be boiling. You had to put energy into it. You always had to be consistent. The scripture saying Isaiah 62 verse 7, it says, and give him no rest till he establish, until he make Jerusalem a praise in the earth. Giving him no rest, meaning you're always going to him, always begging him, always making your prayer. You're always asking the Lord when. Give him no rest till he establish, until he make Jerusalem a praise in the earth. You understand? I say that, I hope this video is edifying unto the saints. I want to give all praises and all glory unto Yahweh Bahashem Yahushai, Bahashem Kakodash, that will understand to the apostles and the elders of Great Millstone. That surely do well, peace and blessings unto the men that sang, cry, through the four corners of the earth, day and day, and until next time, I want to say shalom.